like you said it, no, yeah. It's about musical. There are crimes in many places, in every community, you can see. So if you see crime, you report it. Don't take law in your hands for the real authority. That it can't take your law. Crime Stopper here for us, bringing safety to your door. Whether you rich or you poor, if you see you must talk it. I mean you cheche. Do it for your safety. If you see it, don't keep it. You must call to report it. Crime Stopper, the people bringing safety to your door. Crime Stopper, stopping crime and making peace for them before. Crime Stopper, Liberia, from the center to interior. Crime Stopper, keeping us safe, they're stopping crimes for all of us. Crime Stopper, the people bringing safety to your door. Crime Stopper, stopping crime and making peace for them before. Crime Stopper, Liberia, from the center to interior. Crime Stopper, keeping us safe, they're stopping crimes for all of us.
Crime Stopper Liberia is your community crime fighting partner. Don't take the law into your own hands. Remember, if you see a crime, report it. This is a message from your own self, Old Man Sam Sion.
Crime Stopper, the people bringing safety to your door. Crime Stopper, stopping crime and making peace for them before. Crime Stopper, Liberia, from the center to interior. Crime Stopper, keeping us safe, they're stopping crimes for all of us. Crime Stopper, the people bringing safety to your door. Crime Stopper, stopping crime and making peace for them before. Crime Stopper, Liberia, from the center to interior. Crime Stopper, keeping us safe, they're stopping crimes for all of us.
Yo, hello. I want to talk about violence. More violence is indiscriminate. It can happen for any reason and to anyone. Until we do something to stop the surge of vigilante-style justice in this country, none of us will be safe. My Liberia is Liberia of hope. In my Liberia, it is possible. Violence is not part of my Liberia. Violence leads to property damage, injury, or even death, as we are seeing in recent months in several parts of Liberia, including Monrovia. Talk to people in your community about violence. Stand up against mob justice. Be a community hero. Liberia is all that we have. We must all unite to uphold the rule of law. This is Old Man Sam Sion, your community crime fighting partner. Thanks for listening. This is Old Man Sam Sion.
We want peace in Liberia. Peace in Monrovia. We want peace in
Rabbi, why you taking?
I said, darling, you look so worried.
Charles, I'm worried because I don't know where to get stuff for my shop and restaurant.
Oh, come on, man. Haven't you heard about Exodus Best Price Store on Gurley Street and Smart Road Junction on the Old Road?
Oh, no, Charles. Tell me about it.
Exodus Best Price Store got everything for your shop and restaurant. And the good news is that they have reduced the prices of club beer products and imported beverages. So to keep that graduation party, wedding reception, and whatever occasion jumping till the break of dawn, Exodus Best Price Store is that place for you.
Is that all?
No, they have for the first time introduced on the LIB market Buffalo Revive that comes with 4 different flavors: Cool Blue, Apple Kiwi, Full Red, and Fitness Orange. It's good for athlete and everyone. For wholesale and retail supply, call cell number 0770-617-575. Exodus Best Price Store on Gurley Street and the Old Road Smart Road Junction. We are your cheaper wholesale and retail store.
Easy, when you want some more, I provide. So we start to talk. Come on, so going deep and deeper. Put in thought to Ichiki.
Let's say a pleasant good morning, good afternoon, and good evening to the peaceful people tuning in to this Tuesday presentation. The program is from the Print News, and today is April 21. The year stands at 2026. Wendell Nimna is my name, and I'm here with Esther Daco. Esther, good morning and welcome.
Good morning, Wendell. Good morning to all of us. It's good to be here this morning on Tuesday to bring you another fascinating edition of the program from the Print News. I'm glad to be here.
All right, so I want to say a big thank you to our sponsor, Crams Topper Liberia. It's headed by old man Sam Sion. Mayuba and Sons Incorporated is also headed by Amadou Sharif, and Exodus Best Price Store is owned and operated by Mr. Henry K. Jackson, a proud son of Maryland County. Well, folks, in our studio this morning, we have Aliyu Masaleh. Let's give Aliyu the time. Aliyu, good morning.
Good morning, Mr. Nimne. Good morning, Esther. Good morning, Mama Labria. Aliyu Masade. Glad to be here this morning. Thank you.
Okay, so folks, we're about to run you through the hard copies of Daily Observer and the Front Page Africa. These are papers in our studio this morning. Very, very interesting. See a lot of good stories here to bring to you, our listeners. So just be by your receivers as we drive you straight up to 12:30 this afternoon. So let's begin with the Front Page Africa newspaper this morning. And it says here, giving back to the community. JFK Medical Center and LCPS begin week-long free medical outreach in Magibi. Well, that's good news for the people of Magibi County as JFK and LCPS begin a week-long free medical outreach to you there in Magibi. Let's move for counted news. It says we cannot find passengers again. Transport services disrupted in Plebo amid drivers go slow over student buses. And then lastly, government news living up to expectation. National Road Fund of Liberia ranks second best performing entity for 2025. Well, that's good news for performance report. But let's get to the big stories here. It says National Security Advisor Woods dismisses claims linking him to alleged plot to arrest Rep. Koluba. Misinformation campaign. All right. Let's run a few lines from there. We see the photograph of the expelled lawmaker. I don't know whether there's expulsion will hold because we're hearing too many things about surrounding, the expulsion of. So Esther and I, we wouldn't be surprised when Yeke Koluba is called back to work. But let's see what the story is all about. Let's take a few lines from there. Let's get to it and run you a few lines. Right. Let's see. Yes, folks. Let's get to the main story. Okay. So I'm already set now to bring you a few lines from that story. And let's begin. It says Anthony Samuel Kofi Woods has strongly rejected allegations linking him to an alleged plot to arrest and battle lawmaker Yeke Koluba, describing the claims as a deliberate misinformation campaign. Anthony Woods serves as National Security Advisor to President Joseph Nyima Bwaka. The allegations surfaced in the wake of Koluba's expulsion from the House of Representatives, fueling speculation that the executive mansion is moving to charge the Montserrat County District Number 10 representative with treason. A Liberian diaspora group based in Washington, D.C., claimed that the government led by President Joseph Nyima Bwaka is planning Koluba's arrest, alleging that Woods is orchestrating the move. According to our information in Washington, D.C., Yeke Koluba is expected to be arrested very soon through the orchestration of Samuel Kofi Woods, who currently serves as National Security Advisor, the group said, given our direct involvement and significant role in Liberia's security sector reform process, we have a deep understanding of the dynamics at play and remain well informed on these developments. But Woods has dismissed the claims in strong terms, insisting they are false and politically motivated. There is a deliberate misinformation campaign and satanic agenda being orchestrated by individuals sworn to be devil, who said, this plan is not new and we know them. They should stop because it is ill-fitted and will fail. He questioned the basis of the allegations, noting that the role of National Security Advisor does not or conducting investigations. When does a National Security Advisor get involved with investigation, ordering arrests, etc.? He asked. They must stop such pedestrian propaganda and lies. This National Security Advisor, who they seek to destroy, has a long record that will continue to survive. The scrutiny of serious people. Koloba, once a staunch supporter of President Bouaka, who has since become a vocal critic, was expelled on Friday, April 17, following a controversial remarks on the Guinea-Liberia border dispute. In a series of media appearances, he asserted that the disputed territory belongs to Guinea rather than Liberia, a statement lawmakers said violated his oath to defend the Constitution. His expulsion has since triggered legal and political fallout. Koloba has filed a bill of information before the Supreme Court of Liberia, arguing that he was denied due process during the proceedings. The court has scheduled a conference between the parties for November 29, 2026. Despite mounting rumors of a possible arrest, Koloba has remained defiant, continuing to challenge both his expulsion and the broader actions taken against him as tensions surrounding the case continue to build. Well, that's the story there. We'll leave it right there and take one more story from the front page Africa newspaper and send controls to Esther to run us through the Daily Observer newspaper. And this is our final story here. It says, bombing lawmaker denies backing Koloba expulsion, raising forgery fears and legitimacy questions as Supreme Court summons House over Yeke Bill of Information. Who forged Jala's signature? It's a question mark to this caption. As per our rules and the Constitution, Article 38 that gave us the right to form our rules, there is something there for expelling and suspending lawmakers on course. If that process is followed, I can vote against Honorable Yeke Koloba. But under this particular circumstances, whatever you see parading on Facebook, that is not true. Sam P. Jala, Representative District Number 3, Bowman County. We hope we can make contact with, the representative to get his side of the story. But let's take a few lines from there. That has to do with Masale, Bowman County, man. But let's move. Fresh controversy has ensued over the recent expulsion of former Montserrat County Electoral District 10 Representative Yeke Koloba. As a member of that August body, denies ever signing the resolution that formed the basis for the House of Representatives claimed two-thirds majority. Former Rep. Koluba was expelled on multiple allegations, including gross breach of duty, misconduct in office, and violation of his oath. Complaints were filed by Montserrat County District Number 3 Representative Somo Moba and Inspector General of Police Gregory O.W. Coleman, citing concerns related to national security, public safety, and state stability. I did not sign, despite his signature being captured among the 49 signatories on the resolution document. Bombing County District Number 3 Representative Sampi Jala says he never endorsed the measure to remove Koluba. Let me read it part again. It says here, Bombing County District Number 3 Representative Sampi Jala says he never endorsed the measure to remove Koluba, a revelation that could unravel the numbers behind the controversy vote and potentially save the expelled lawmaker if proven true. You see what we're saying? There's a possibility of Yeka coming back.
Of course.
All right, because if they forge other people's signature and they did not reach the two-thirds, it means that everything they did there, is criminal.
Of course.
Because under the law, you
Which
cannot
means
forge.
they can be expelled.
Exactly. Esther,
Yeah.
you cannot forge somebody's signature.
Oh no, it's a big.
It's
crime.
criminal, and that's exactly what the lawmaker is saying, that he did not signature any document. All right, so let's continue. It said in the video that went viral on social media on the weekend, Rep. Jala, who expressed dismay over how his signature got on the list for signees of the resolution, pointed out that he did not at any point in time sign a resolution that led to the removal of the Montserrat County lawmaker. The Bombing County lawmaker claimed in the video that he never penned any document of such a called resolution for the sole purpose of removing another lawmaker from office. Rep. Jala have vowed to appear at the Capitol building, seat of the Liberian legislature, to make further clarity. However, he was neither seen at the Capitol Monday, thus raising serious concerns of the truth telling. I stand by comments amid public concerns over his failure to appear at the Capitol to clarify as promised. Rep. Jala told Front Page Africa late Monday evening, April 20, that he maintains his stance that he did not sign onto anything such as a resolution to remove his fellow colleague. Esther will stop you right here and send control to you to bring us the Daily Observer newspaper.
Thank you. Thank you very much. Before me, I have the Daily Observer, just in case, Ambrose, you're listening. This is the Daily Observer right before me, and I think this is okay.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, this is much better.
Right. And the top story here says manipulated expulsion is a question. Koluba expulsion saga deepens as signature dispute threatens House credibility. Lawmakers deny endorsing resolution, constitutional threshold, and rule of law now under scrutiny. I think we have heard about this. And so we will look at more stories, doing more amid tight constraints. Finance Minister Gafuan pushes new financing models as aid tightens and debt pressure rise. Okay, Biston has a story. Let's run there and let's catch up on what's happening at the Ministry of Finance. It says right here, Biston. Washington, D.C. confronted by tightening fiscal space, rising debt and obligation, and shifting patterns of global aid. Liberia's Finance and Development Planning Minister Augustine where Gafon is urging a recalibration of how African governments finance critical sectors, warning that traditional approaches are no longer sufficient to meet growing demands.
Okay.
And
Continue. Go ahead. I'm sorry for the distraction.
right. Speaking on the sidelines of the IMF World Bank spring meetings in Washington, Gafwan framed the challenge in stark practical terms. Governments are being asked to deliver more services, expand coverage, and improve quality, all while operating within increasingly constrained budgets.
Okay. We're trying to make some adjustment. Folks are just hold on a minute. We're trying to make some adjustment. The microphone is
Low?
very faint.
Okay.
All right, so we can do from here. Let's see. All right, let's see from this point.
Okay.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, be better. Also, folks, we apologize for the little break.
Gafwan said during the launch of the Sustainable Financing for Health, a user guide for African governments. But at the same time, we are working within increasingly tight constraints. Budgets are under pressure. Debt servicing is rising, and debt services is rising, and the external support many of our systems have relied on is evolving. His remarks reflect a growing concern among African lawmakers or African policymakers, sorry, in the era of predictable large scale donor support is shifting, leaving government to navigate a more complex financing landscape. For Liberia, the process or the pressure is compounded by external shocks, including the economic ripple effects of the ongoing crisis in the Middle East, which Gafwan said continue to weigh on the domestic economy. Against this backdrop, the finance minister is advocating for a new diversified financing strategy, one that moves beyond traditional budgets allocation and embraces innovative instruments that have historically been under ritualized. We are all familiar with traditional budget financing, he said, but increasingly we have been asked to consider other approaches, whether public private partnerships, sustainability linked financing, or even debt for health swaps. Such mechanisms, he acknowledged, are not without complexity. For many governments, they feel outside the routine operations of public finance management. Yet Gafwan urged that properly understood and carefully structured, they could unlock new to sustain pathways to sustain where we are. Yet Gafford argued that properly understood and carefully structured, they could unlock new pathways to sustain critical investment, particularly in sectors like health, where funding gaps remain persistent. Central to this shift, he noted, is bridging the long-standing disconnect between finance and sector ministries, especially health. We'll leave you there and look at more stories from the Daily Observer. Let's bring you back to the front page of this paper. We see here how Ducle Farm become a model for market-driven farmer approach. EU Mercy Crops delegates praise its role in food systems initiative. And we have clean cook stoves bring joy to women despite cost and expansion hurdles. Well, page three has a story, and we want to run to the back page of this paper. I think so far that's all we have from the front page of this Daily Observer. We are at the back page now, and it says Liberia Fellowship of Full Gospel Ministers opens 2026 convention. Liberia Fellowship of Full Gospel Ministers open 2026 convention. So far, Wunda, I think these are all the comments. The stories we have. Let's send controls to you.
Thank you very much, Ms. Daku, for that splendid presentation. And folks, let's see what there is a story I was trying to get to. Let's see what I can, you know, find that story. Then this man I can't again.
He's leaving.
Yeah.
What are you
All
saying
right,
there?
let's see this story right here. Let me bring this story, then we can switch to something else here. Okay, this story is about Maryland County. Okay, Plebo. Yes, it says transport services disrupted in Plebo amid drivers go slow over students' buses. All right, let's see what the story is all about. Transport services in Maryland County, commercial city of Plebo, were brought to a standstill Monday following a go slow action by commercial drivers protesting against buses recently donated for students' transportation by Maryland County District 2 Representative Anthony Williams. The drivers, including taxi and minibus operators, say the student transport scheme introduced by Rep. Williams has significantly affected their daily income. The donated buses currently transport students between Plebo and Harper at a reduced fare of 50 LD, a rate drivers claim too low for commercial operators to compete. According to according to drivers, many passengers now prefer the student buses, leaving commercial vehicles with fewer passengers and creating economic hardship for operators. We cannot find passengers again for us to feed our families too. One taxi driver, John Dio, spoke to Front Page Africa. Taxi drivers usually charge 200 LD for Plebo to Hapo, while many buses charge 150. A fare students also say is too high. In response to the situation, Plebo City Mayor Larry G. Gico visited the head office of the ECOWAS Transport Union to engage union leaders and seek a peaceful resolution. Speaking during the meeting, Mayor Gico praised the union for maintaining calm and emphasized the need for dialogue. I want to say thank you for being so steady in the process because the community, the city cooperation, the organizations of transport, we are partners. So anything we do in the city, we just don't want it to escalate so that we don't create problems. So I decided to move quickly to come and talk to you so that we can all sit down for a stable solution, Mayor Jico said. During the engagement, Mayor Jico also promised to negotiate with the Transport Committee regarding the possibility of increasing the student bus fare from 50 to 100 in an effort to ease the economic burden on commercial drivers and to meet NTA standards. Responding, Mai Kamara, ECOWAS Transport Union Plebo Branch president, welcomed the mayor's intervention and expressed appreciation for his willingness to engage. We are very happy for you coming to our call because you are the father for us. Right now, we are very happy for you listening to our call to come to our aid, Mr. Kamara said. The meeting ended with both sides agreeing to continue discussions as negotiations emerged to find a balanced solution that benefits both students and commercial drivers. Well, folks, we can stop you right here and then recap all of the stories we brought you this morning, and then we send controls to our USA partners. So let's recap those stories we read this morning. We will begin as this from the front page. These are the stories we brought to you going back that's giving back to the community. JFK Medical Center and LCPS begin week-long free medical outreach in Magibi County. And County News, it says we cannot find passengers again. Transport services disrupted in Plebo amid drivers go slow over students' buses. And government news, living up to expectation, National Road Fund of Liberia ranks second best performing entity for 2025. And to the big stories, National Security Advisor Woods dismisses claims linking him to alleged plot to arrest Rep. Koluba. And lastly, who forged Jala's signature? Bombing lawmaker denies backing Koluba expulsion, raising forgery fears and legitimacy questions as Supreme Court summons House over Yeke's Bill of Information. And that does it for the front page Africa, the Daily Observer. Manipulated expulsion is a question mark to this caption. Koluba expulsion saga deepens as signature dispute threatens House's credibility. Lawmakers deny endorsing resolution and constitutional threshold and rule of law now under scrutiny. And doing more amid tight constraints, Finance Minister Gafan pushes new financing models as aid tightens and debt pressures rise. And clean cook stoves bring joy to women despite cost and expansion hurdles. And lastly, from the front page, how Douglas Farm became a model for market-driven farming approach. To the back page, just one story, Liberia Fellowship of Four Gospel Ministers opens 2026 convention. Well, folks, those are all the stories. We're taking our break. When we come back, we're going to hear straight up from our weather report man and the rest of the crew there in New York, Chicago, and Maryland. So let's take word from our sponsors, and then we'll be right back with you on the program from the print news on Freedom 87.9.
Yo, hello. I want to talk about violence. More violence is indiscriminate. It can happen for any reason and to anyone. Until we do something to stop the surge of vigilante-style justice in this country, none of us will be safe. My Liberia is Liberia of hope. In my Liberia, it is possible. Violence is not part of my Liberia. Violence leads to property damage, injury, or even death, as we have seen in recent months in several parts of Liberia, including Monrovia. Talk to people in your community about violence. Stand up against mob justice. Be a community hero. Liberia is all that we have. We must all unite to uphold the rule of law. This is Old Man Sam Science, your community crime fighting partner. Thanks for listening. This is Old Man Sam Science.
We want peace in Liberia. Peace in Monrovia. We want peace in Liberia.
Rabbi, why you taking?
I said, darling, you look so worried.
Charles, I'm worried because I don't know where to get stuff for my shop and restaurant.
Oh, come on, man. Haven't you heard about Exeter's Best Price Store on Gurley Street and Smart Road Junction on the Old Road?
Oh, no, Charles. Tell me about it.
Exeter's Best Price Store got everything for your shop and restaurant. And the good news is that they have reduced the prices of club beer products and imported beverages. So to keep that graduation party, wedding reception, and whatever occasion jumping till the break of dawn, Exeter's Best Price Store is that place for you.
Is that all?
No, they have for the first time introduced on the LIB market Buffalo Revive that comes with 4 different flavors: Cool Blue, Apple Kiwi, Flu Red, and Fitness Orange. It's good for athlete and everyone. For wholesale and retail supply, call cell number 0770-617-575. Exeter's Best Price Store on Gurley Street and the Old Road Smart Road Junction. We are your cheaper wholesale and retail store.
He said, when you want some more, I provide. So we start to talk. Come on, going.
Thank you very much, and folks, welcome back. Let's leave the shores of Liberia now and send controls first to our weather report man, Suleiman Tunis. Tunis, good morning from Liberia and welcome.
Good morning, Wendell. Good morning, Esther. Good morning to my partner here in the diaspora, especially Gus and Masale. Good morning, Mama Liberia. Good morning to my friends. Salam alaikum to my Muslim brothers and sisters. Your weatherman, Suleiman Hashim Tunis, back here again this morning to give you the accurate weather over Monrovia today. Today, as we stand right now, it's 82 degrees up to 92. Its humidity is about 80, just average right now. But as the days go by, you're going to go up to the 94. So be ready for that heat. And I think it's raining right now, but that rain will stop in the evening hour. So coming from work, probably the rain will stop. But as it is right now, it's telling me on the radar here that you're experiencing a little bit of rain in the Monrovia area. Okay, the temperature is 84. It look like 92. Tomorrow, Wednesday, the chances of rain is 50. It might rain, but it will be off and on. You know, in the rainy season now, most of the time, you may not have a heavy rain like July, August rain there, but the rainy season introducing itself to you that you must know that the rainy season is around. So definitely it will be off and on. So every day here I'm seeing there's a rain in it. It may not rain some days, but it will show that it want to rain. And don't depend on that. Okay? It'll be like the sun will come and it'll be cloudy and that and that. That's what the rainy season, the starting of the rainy season. It's just like our weather here, spring. Spring Sunday will be weather, the summer weather. It'll be 80, 85. Then Sunday come back to 50, 60. But at the end of the day, it will end up being summer. The weather will be good. The opposite of spring is fall. Sunday will be good, Sunday bad. But at the end of the season, it will go into winter. It will be very, very cold. So that's how the rainy season is. In April, May, you may not experience heavy rain. But it will tell you that you're in the rainy season. So today, tomorrow, Wednesday, the heat part, forget about it. Every day you're going to experience heat until the rainy season settle in. That's when now you know the ground will be wet every day and that heat will go away. But as it is right now, experience the entire week, you're going to experience heat. And I know you experienced it last night, you're going to experience it today because the percentage is so high, you can't escape it. That's how the heat is. Probably you can escape the rain because 50% of rain. The wind part, forget it. It's just 6 miles per hour tomorrow. Today, it's the same 6 miles per hour. Thursday, 50% of rain also. And the humidity is up to 90 something. Thursday, you might get a little bit, you might feel the wind a little bit because it went up to 11 miles per hour. So get these 3 days, today, Wednesday, and Thursday, in your notebook and experience it. You got rain in all three. But the most one is, let me see, the highest is today. Today is 75% of chances of rain. So if I'm not, right now, as I speak, I know there's a rain touching Monrovia. But in the evening hour, you might get a little bit of break for you to go back home, rush hour. The rain might stop today. Okay, so that's your weather report from here, Staten Island, New York, Freedom FM 87.9, the most listened to radio station in the nation capital. Whatever we give you here, check it out anywhere. It's going to be the same or even better than anywhere else. Thank you again. Let me send control back to you guys.
Thank you very much. That's the voice of our weather report man and also a panelist here on the show. He's the head of Radio LIB, Suleiman Tunis. And thank you so much for giving us the weather report for the rest of the week up to Thursday. So we also have with us Aliyu Masale. Aliyu is there in Baltimore, Maryland, USA. Aliyu, you've been sitting there and listening to all of the stories, relative to the the expulsion issue with Yeke Koluba, and other serious issue was talked about this morning. So let's hear from you. Masale.
Yes, thank you, there, Mr. Nibne. Good morning, bro. The last story you read, did I hear you saying the student paying courses?
The student paying $50, and the $50 they're paying, the commercial drivers are saying is embarrassing them because they're not getting passengers. So they went on a go slow action yesterday, so the city mayor went to intervene, and the city mayor told them that he will see reason to talk to, the students to be paying $100 instead of $50 because the $50 they are paying is causing serious problem for the commercial drivers.
Well, first of all, the reason why I asked that question, why should students even pay on a government bus? That's the reason why I asked the question. Because
I'm told it's not a government bus. I'm told it was a bus given to them by a representative of the district, Anthony Williams. Yeah. I think that the Anthony Williams guy who beat Buffer Chimas.
Oh, okay, thank you. I thought it was a government bus. Okay, thank you. Because those things is supposed to happen for students to get on a government bus to even pay. But this issue about Yeke Koluba this week now, I think last week, this week again, every day the story it keeps developing.
It's trending.
For me, Yeke Koluba always saying that we should watch the process and see. So we are watching his own process to see how it's going to end. But I know Joseph Boakai, who does not respect the Constitution, who does not respect the rule of law, he violated the code of conduct. Joseph Boakai, who does not respect the Supreme Court. And this is the Joseph Boakai that don't want to see Yeke Koluba as a lawmaker. If you listen to the Deputy Information Minister yesterday, Daniel Sano, what did he say? He said because Yeke Koluba talked about the local issue, we expel him. He didn't say the legislature. That one person, anything the president want, it goes on. He want expel or lawmaker, he want remove a speaker. So people who, when we say this thing, they say, where is the evidence? Daniel Sano just gave you people the evidence that Yeke Koluba was expelled by the executive because they're the one always supporting all those unconstitutional and illegal activities in the country. So, and we know, Liberian people know, nobody will go and put a signature on the paper to expel Yeke Koluba when they are not paid to do that. So you know how much was spent by the executive. So you want to tell me Mr. Boakai will spend all of that money at the end of the day he be slapping the face for Yeke Koluba to retain his seat? Let's watch the process and see. I don't believe that is going to happen. Even they go to Supreme Court, you even bring Jesus Christ and Prophet Muhammad over there to talk. Joseph Boakai, who is very, very vindictive and divisive, that's not going to work. But we watch the process and see. But this is not good for our democracy. It is not about Yeke. It is about upholding the rule of law and the Constitution that you took oath to defend and protect. And this is what I don't like to hear when I hear people talking, oh yeah, Yeke Koluba took oath to protect and defend the Constitution. When you have a president who does not respect the Constitution that he took oath to protect and defend, even the rule of law. If the legislature want to expel Yeke because he took oath to protect and defend the Constitution, they that are there to keep the executive in check. Why you people can check the president when he carry on this unconstitutional behavior in the country? But Yeke, because you people are now puppets to the executive that they can use your anyhow they want to, and this is not good for our country. Every day when Joseph Boakai goes there to talk, he be showing jobs, all kind of things. Continue showing jobs while your government is miserably failing the Liberian people. So that's all I have to say this morning. And SMP Jala, this guy whose signature was forged, that's a legal issue that he need to take to the Supreme Court. Okay, because you cannot go and force somebody's signature. That's forgery. You see, but who knows? Maybe they are hot speaker because like those allegations that on him from the US government, yeah, about forging signature document and all that thing. Who know he does that? Like we are hearing Mema Priest is not in the country. How does she sign when she's not in the country? These are things that people need to be asking. But again, children learn from their parents. If you have a president that does not respect the constitution and the rule of law, that's how those people that he's supporting, they will carry on the same height. But this is not good. This is not what we voted for, to see a president at his age, 81 years old, that does not respect the rule of law and the constitution. He keeps disgracing our country every now and then. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Tunis, you want to chip in, and let's give you some time.
Yeah, thank you so much, Wendell. Thank you for every morning being here, informing our Liberian people what's happening in Liberia, especially when it comes to this, our Yeke Koluba. Unfortunately, I am one of those people who previously hoped he had experienced bad luck. So I have no pity for Yeke Koluba. I wish something will happen to him even worse than this. Even if they lie on him, I will be happy. Let him experience what he had been doing in the previous government and even now. When you are a certain level you are in, you have to mind your words, your way of doing things, because young people in among you are looking up to you. You are a role model for those young people. Cursing the highest person in the country, mother, women curse with the position you're in. No, it's a no for any society. And I'm one of those, like I said before, that I was praying for him to meet this kind of thing, even more than that. It might be the way they're dealing with him might be wrong or right, but I pray for him to have a bad luck in his life. And I didn't ask God which way it come. It might go any which way. They're all all of them, they want the cause of this government to be here today. And he was very, very, very instrumental in it and abusive, So if something before him battle, I will be one of those. I will be the stupidest one. I'm sorry for the CDCians that are talking good about him. This is a young man who didn't care. And I will stand boldly and say, I don't care what happened to Yeke. I pray that something even worse than this, it might not die, but let him stay here and feel the pain, how he was dealing with others. Okay? If I'm on the radio here, I have to have respect for what I say and what I do, because many people around the world listening to what I say. Okay? Yeke Koluba went to the highest, the number one group in the country. He was among them, but he was very abusive. You don't handle things like that. You learn. You don't have to go to school to learn everything. Just learn from the people around you. Just look at them, how they do things. If you are not to their level, just look at them, how they do things. Then you will come to their level, whichever way. But you just being like a lunatic all over the place, insulting the highest man, the highest person in the country, the mother, the generation. Like you are not human being, you are from different planet. I will be the one to come be sorry for Yeke Koluba for what about him? What the other kid name? They call him Prophet Key and Costa. Certain people in Liberia, I can never in my life, and even if they join the CDC, I will not be happy. Okay? Very rude and arrogant. Lunatic people. Let Yeke Koluba go sit down somewhere. You can say anything. I'm not against what you're saying. You're sorry for him. I'm not you. That's you. That's your opinion. But me, I will say in front of Yeke, I can never be sorry for Yeke in my life. I don't care even they lie on him. So I stop right here. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Tunis. Liberia, I'm telling you.
We are look. I beg you. Let me just say this 1 minute. I beg you, please. You know, we Liberian, we've quick on forgetting. And I will always remind us, because I'm part of it, when Charles Taylor came to Liberia and 250,000 of our loved ones, we killed each other, we molested our mothers, our children were messing with their own mothers. Time for election, you alone have to go in our backs to cast your vote. We were chanting, you kill my pa, you kill my ma, I will vote for you. Okay? We quick on forgetting what happened to us yesterday. We quick on feel sorry for the worst people, and we bring them among us and destroy us. This is the fault we got. I wish we can do away with this kind of thing. Thank you.
Thank you very much again, Tunis. And
please help me with 1 minute, please. I beg you. Yes, they probably hear about Yeke Koluba. For me, Yeke, if we can have 15 of Yeke in Liberia within the legislature, we are going to have a better legislature and I think a better country. Excluding the way in which he expresses himself, that's the only thing. But Yeke is still for the country and he's still for the Liberian people. So if we have people within the legislature that have that mindset, like Yeke, we will have a better legislature and a better country. Let's forget about the way he expresses himself, but the love, what the heart he gave for the country. These are the kind of people we're looking for. But just that the way in which he carried himself. And we know what he did during our time when we were in power. But today, Yeke Koluba and President Weah, they can say they had conversation. This man, he don't keep people at heart. Even when Yeke was expelled, according to him, Judge Weah called him, President Weah called him. So if President Weah say hard things in a heart for Yeke, do you think he was going to take his phone to call him and talk to him? No. This man, he always play a heart for people no matter what you do. All the insult he gave his wife, his mother, he gave to him, he look at it today and put it behind him. You see, this is the kind of leader we want, but not a leader who will be very vindictive to keep grudges for people to go after people, like Mr. Bakai. So for me, I support Yeke when it comes to his expression, but his love for country, I stand with him. Thank you.
I think we have given you guys a minute each. So,
wait, I want you to ask Masale one question. Masale, in the country, what did George you buy?
The what?
In this country, where in this country here, what did George you buy?
I'm getting you clear.
In our country where we are, you and I here, what do the government or anywhere you go, what did George you buy?
The George you buy. What?
Character.
Your record.
Yes, your record, your character, that's it.
They judge you by your record, right? Wherever you go, it's your record they judge you by, right?
Yes.
Okay, so that's his record. So don't say let Lee the one he called Joy Weah or he called other people. That's part of his record.
Okay, I think that's it. You know, but my thing is with the whole Yeke issue has to do with this forgery thing. You know, Esther, you cannot have people, you know, coming up to say we taking this man from the system because, you know, he's a bad apple. All right. So if somebody did not affix their signature to a document and you went and put that person's signature there, it's criminal. So to tell you, say the whole process to have Yeke expelled it's just fake.
And it tells you that the leadership of the house, of this particular house, they are criminals because it's a criminal act.
Because why would the president continue to work with these people and you know, because this is the very Richard Kuhlman who was purporting as a speaker. He did everything he could to make sure he's a speaker today. He navigated his way through by doing all kinds of things to be a speaker today.
Even when the man purported, he was accepted.
President
Waga said he was going to work with the men because
so now lawmakers are coming up to say that they did not have fixed their signature to have Yeke expelled.
You know,
so what kind of country is this?
We were trying to bully them when we saw a few of them posting on the pages that they did not sign. So we were like,
but we saw your signature on the stuff. How can you say you did not sign? But then we are getting to know, because it's a good thing that they are taking it to where they should take it, because people should not lie on you. If you did not sign, your signature is affixed on a document that you did not sign, it's a crime. You cannot keep quiet about it, because your constituents are watching. It will affect your next, election process.
Exactly.
Therefore, do not lie on the people. If they did not sign, I hope the Supreme Court will be able to.
And I hope they
I
hope they themselves are telling the truth that they did not sign.
Yeah.
That's, the other day I was on this radio and I said to my lawmaker, because I live in district number 17. I was one of those who went there and encouraged people to vote for DJ Blue, Bernard Benson. Have a voting right in district 16. So I said it here clear, and I was just clear about it, that if my representative Dixon Without Sibo affix his signature to have Yeke expelled, he and myself, we can get it again. If he even tried to say he went there for the third time, I will be one of those in Nuclear Town, encouraging the people to not vote for him. All right. But we'll see the full listing. The real listing will come up, because what we are seeing, the other person say, I sign, the other person say, you sign. So what really is happening?
Nobody should go bribe nobody to change any list or anything.
Wow, what is really happening?
We would definitely know.
It just speaks to the fact that the guys who are in the house, they are not serious people. I'm telling you, Esther, they are not serious people.
You know what happened in the signature issue?
No.
The signature issue is the money they gave them. They came and signed for those money. The money they brought envelope, the $45,000 they gave them, they signed for it. That signature they took and
attached to the resolution.
Yeah, they said they signed for this. So how they got involved in it. They didn't really sign the real thing to expel him. But the money, when they went to get the $45,000, they signed for it. So all of them that signed for that $45,000, that's it. Signature.
And that's the same thing that happened the first time doing the speaker saga. That first listing that came out, it said everybody signed, and they say, oh, but what kind of document came out? It said all the people signed to remove Kofa, or go check it out, that document was not correct. So something about Richard Coon that is embarrassing the house. I'm telling you.
Yeah.
Richard Cohn's speakership is creating serious problem, because
we have the next almost 4 years, right? Three more
years. If the man can marry his own sister, what else?
There are too many controversies surrounding this speaker. I don't know what kind of country is Liberia. People should learn to do the right thing.
That's the height.
All right. I was sitting here. I don't support the things that Yeke do. Yeke can deal with the issue and forget about using invectives, cursing the president, or cursing the presidency, cursing their wives, and insulting is not good. You can deal with the issue. You speak the real facts to the issue.
Exactly.
Don't use invectives. Because
and when you do that, that's when I don't like you.
We don't have that. We don't have that kind of training where you would be insulting women like that. You go under somebody's wife to insult them. We were in this town. That man insulted the presidency. He didn't even stop there. He wanted to George Weah. He wanted to. He can't do Bwaka. And what George Weah tolerated, Bwaka will not. They are two different individuals, right?
Right.
They are two different individuals.
Even insulted Joe Bwaka man too. He said Joe Bwaka children are your own children.
Yeah, he said that.
What will you be saying this, and you are representative? The position you in, respected, my man. Okay. When people come on your show, they want to insult any of the government official. You don't cut them off.
We do. That's why when you even come here, even our callers. That's why we always caution our callers that it's better you deal with the issue than to use invectives on our radio to come and curse people on the radio. We behind these microphones, we wouldn't do it. So we're not tolerate people to come and sit here and curse other people. So what Yeke is doing, cursing, that's not a lawmaker work there. You have oversight. You have everything you need to do in that house. You do it to the benefit of your district. If you are not happy with the way Brock Barker is proceeding, because you are one of those in the trenches, you are all in the butches, all around here, encouraging people. Unity Party is the best party. Joseph Barker
Yes.
is the best person.
Yes.
So today we
Yes.
have Joseph Barker. If you are not happy with the way Joseph Barker is proceeding, well, it's you can say it, but not to be cussing the man, cussing his children, cussing his wife, like you did in the past.
My
But
brother, your record follow you.
sometimes,
Your record.
yeah, the thing is, Esther, yesterday when they were dressing the devil, they didn't know that one day they were going to undress the devil.
Yeah.
Yesterday, the very Unity Party folks were celebrating Yeke because they were in the opposition at the time.
Oh yeah, even your information minister.
Yeah. Oh yeah, we got recording here. The information minister, he
Oh,
said,
yeah.
even a man going election with Yeke, he will vote for Yeke.
Of course.
Okay.
You have sense enough
All
to
right.
vote for Yeke. Look.
So, but Joseph Barker still maintaining, even relative to this issue that they say he took oath that he was not supposed to say that the land is for the Guineans and all of that. What did the press secretary say about this same land issue? So why they can't dismiss her? If the mayor, who is your minister, your spokesperson for the country, say, hey, man and Yeke go into a race, he will vote for Yeke. So it means that where Jeremy Pia is seated as we speak, he's not happy with the decision by the House to have Yeke expelled.
Exactly. Because
Yeke exposing them, so they will have to find every means to get rid of them.
he represent Jeremy Pia mom, because
Yeah.
he cannot vote
Your
him
man, your man, my man, the woman were born me.
Interesting.
The woman were born me. I would leave my man. Then I go at my man. That man, you are not in a rightful man when he said that. I don't think Jeremy Pia was in his rightful man when he said that. He wanted the job here, so you were talking about that.
My brother,
But
my brother Wendell, let me tell you, your record in your life will come back to haunt you. Your record.
I'm telling you, so sad
Okay.
for our country.
I can never support that man except he go to church or the mosque and how you call it, repent.
Just leave it. Let's see.
All right, and say, okay, I will do away with every curse I did in my life, regret, and apologize to the country, because not only the people he insulted the entire country. All right,
That's
we make the
the
main
problem.
representative.
That's the only problem with Yeke, the relative that he always use. But Yeke,
Exactly.
if he could just put himself together, he's not a Yeke really get the law for the country. He get the country at heart, and these are the kind of people we really looking for. But just that he worries is what haunting him, and that's the only thing. And like you said, he just need to work on that, and that's all. If he can work on it, Yeke will be one of the longest serving lawmakers ever in the history of our
telling you,
country.
exactly. If he can work on that thing called, where he can be causing. If you can move him more from causing, because you can know the issue. Yeke got his sources that can get in the real news. All right, he knows that the man is in the house for Yeke going to how many years now in the house. All right, the various Unity Party people, they send people in district number 10 to vote for Yeke against the CDC candidate that they had there, Josephine Davis. So Yeke today now say, but the thing what we voted for is not the thing that we're doing. Joseph Barker, you promised the Liberian people that you are not going to be flying private jet. All right. You didn't promise the Liberian people that you are going to buy a Lexus Jeep that costs $1.5 million to drive from rehab, from ELWA rehab, to Painesville, or to Morovia, or to the executive mansion. You say, even if it costs you, you can ride wheelbarrow to go to work. We know all of that. That was just rhetorics. All right.
Joseph Barker is a scanner.
Yeah. But
419.
the old man is just, our president is something else. He's very cheeky. And, he doesn't respect people because the way he talks, you cannot have, your citizens cannot be dying. Your citizens cannot be homeless. Then you can't, on the national radio, you say, Corner making new law. You say that road will eat. Yeah, we're not eat roll, but we make sure that the roll provide eating for you. But yesterday, that roll will eat. You see, so all of these things, when you see them and you come and you're doing different thing, then it's scary, Mr. President. Well, Esther, let's take few calls with few minutes we
If you
have.
remember last government, the previous government, Yeke Koluba vowed that if anybody touch him, it will be a war in the country.
Yeah.
He will go back and bring people from the bush. He said that. Let him do it now. They touch him.
Be able. Esther, read our comments
do it.
now. Let's go home.
Because
Let's
the
read
previous
the comments.
government was soft on him, making him look like he's a human being and he's a representative. So you were saying anything out of the way. Now, they touch him now. Let him go bring the people from the bush. I will be the last person in my life. I was one of those who were praying for calamity to happen to Yeke, and I'm happy it's happening now.
Oh, so you are praying for calamity to happen to the man, my man. We're gonna make you out.
Of course, he was disgracing our country.
So
I'm not taking my prayer back.
Okay, so we will handle you for that. But let's
You
take the
can handle
comments.
me. You can take me anywhere. I was one of those. I said it on this radio. I was one of those when he was doing that. I was praying for something to happen, something bad to happen to him. And thank God it happened. I wish it was worse than this, but I think this is even enough.
Thank you.
For us Christians, they say evil can't pay back evil. So
Oh, not this one. Oh, I beg you.
Then we can leave it.
You want to
I
read
can't
the
leave
comment?
This man. Thank you.
Well,
I would say,
let's go to our comment session. We have Emmett Hammer. He's following from Cox City. We have Henry Tito Jr. He says, "Good morning, Freedom FM," and the Radio LIB crew of Staten Island, New York City, and with our weather report, man, Uncle Tunis. I'm following you from my residence in Caldwell. Thanks for the information to our country. We have Aaron Tikwa. He says, following from District 1, Montserrat County. Ezekiel Newman Johnson says, "Good morning, Freedom FM. I'm following from Chicken Soup Factory. Thank you for the update." So we have Benu David. She says, "Good morning, Freedom FM. My name is William Singwell, or I join you from Bombing County Clay District. Thank you for the good job." Thank you. Finish and get Benu phone back to her. We have Jefferson Diege. He says, "Good morning to my Freedom FM family. I'm watching live from New Georgia, Caldwell, and Sam Beach, Forkett Town in Jefferson. I'm Jefferson Diege. President Joseph and Boaka needs to be impeached." We have more comments here. Let's run there. We have Prince Johnson. He says, "Yes, indeed." Phoenicia Stranion Bar says he's following from Nuku Town, where he's coming back 2029. Mohammed Mariama J. Sharif says, "Good morning, Wendell Esther and the peace-loving people of Lofa County. I'm watching from Mamadi Diakite Intellectual Forum in Jacob Towns and Francis community. A first violation of the fundamental right of freedom of speech. The expulsion of Honorable Yeke Koluba from the House of Representatives should not be honored. This is an attack on democracy by this 45 years AI experienced old man." Wow. Prince Johnson says, "Good morning." Justice D. Baker says, "Good morning, my Freedom FM family. I'm following live from Maryland County People District, Azon 4 Junction." Julie K. Rambo says, "Good morning, Freedom FM family." We have Mama B. Sharif. She says, "Good morning, my Freedom FM family." And then Julie says, "Today's Tuesday." And Matty Choloble says, "If this Bokai government don't have respect for the rules of law and the Supreme Court, then no need to have a Supreme Court honor this government." We have Junior Johnson says, "Just say your own, my friends." And then Matthew Cholople says, "Let Yeke feel how lies hurts whenever someone lie on you." We have Johnny Fiso Koti. He says, "Good morning, my Freedom FM family. I am Johnny Fiso Koti. I do join you from the street number 8 to be precise, Sony Wayne community." We have Clarence Obechi Dwyer. He says, "Good morning, Winter and Esther. I'm following this morning from the Republic of Liberia, most lawless lawmaker district. District 11, Timothy Gia says, good morning, Freedom FM family. My name is Timothy, watching you from Broward City. Mane Mar says, good morning, guys. Henry Tito Trainer says, yes, Mr. Wendell Nimlin. I did listen to you that day. You did say it. And we have Mamata's son says, at age 84 years, you are little known. You don't have contacts, you lack innovations, then you choose to become a dictator. Now see how your evil criminal and spineless leadership have made our beloved country so fragile and doomed. And Mamata's son again says, why 48-year-old Mafia Bwaka admitted to the senators, but he has refused to tell the Liberian people that Liberia have lost their land along the Makona River, including all 33 towns in Guinea, because he stole their diamonds. And we have Woki Davis. She says, I'm watching. We have Josephine Sater Amensa says, I'm watching from Providence, I.
That's
And we
Rhode
have,
Island.
we have Clarence Dwyer. He says, maybe Minister of Information mother abandoned him when he was still a baby. That's why he doesn't know the importance of her. And then Amos actually did. Oh, but that's what he said. He said if mom and
The
Yeke
man
were
can talk
so
PBT in the
Yeke
country,
has
yo.
more leadership ability than his mom. That's what it means in short.
So
But let's
you want-
read our
you
last
wanna bu-
comment.
You want to buy that?
The man was better review. That's what I just said. Emma was hustling for a job. Anyway, let's read our last comment. We have Emma's Archie Day. The second says, hi, Freedom FM. I am following from Harper, Maryland County. The UP government has pocketed the entire legislature. No opposition again in the both houses. I'm telling you.
Yeah, but seriously,
what it
Esther,
is.
do we really
So
have
they
I don't
are
know
not
what a
independent.
CDC rather got lawmakers in our house?
That's I don't know, but
I mean, you can't hear the people speak. Nothing. I don't know.
they're only interested in the envelopes. That's what they
Seriously, I don't know. The
in
money.
fact, they can be praying for something to happen that the president will call and get an envelope. They're already ready for the envelope before
Because
before he even calls for it.
you can't see that
Exactly.
there's opposition lawmakers in the house because they are all you know.
Why they are spineless and they are only there for envelope. That's all. This is the result of electing
Some of you, that your last time, the tasting, I think what they call a lawmaker. Some of you will not even smell it again because the people done with you.
Of course.
We got 10 minutes. Let's take a few calls of the 10 minutes we have so we can go. All right. Maybe we can take 5 calls or 6 calls, then we wrap up. Let's talk to you. Good afternoon.
Yeah, brother William.
Good afternoon. Welcome to the show. No time. Let's hear you. Please go ahead and introduce yourself.
Yeah, William, this is the boy of Sabu Rasta.
Go ahead, Sabu Rasta.
No, we not get home and back. Let's not get home and back. Yeah, I want to get home and back. Yeah, I want you to. I will perform. I will pass around with your involvement. I do that. You're Philippine.
Your background for all? I will not join you back before you throw me down, yeah? No.
Thank you. Say he who sow injustice. He who sow injustice shall reap what calamity.
Yeah, it's
The
there.
Bible says they shall reap calamity. No, now you get is reaping what? Calamity. And Wakata will reach to you, he said will have to reap it with a calamity. It's just starting for your care, but you Wakata hell, you take it for a 40 minute time with you.
Thank you. Let's talk to you, this person. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon, with you.
Yeah.
Good afternoon, with you.
Yeah, please be brief like Sabu Rasta, okay? So let's hear you. 40 seconds.
Thank you so kind, and I appreciate you guys for your talking for the discussion. You see,
You didn't tell us your name, though.
my name is Wolverine Busy Dix Care, and I joined the conversation from the community where I was people first go to the students and then we get all the way was still with current community.
Okay.
So, let me say thank you for talking about the discussion. See, those are the things and indicators of project two. That Mr. Parker is impact, Mr. Parker is incapacitated to govern the state. And we thought you can call back. But I want you to know this. When the electoral process or the process
Okay.
So these are the things that we're talking about today. You can call about support, you can call about everything that is due to the government.
Thank you. Let's talk to this person. Hello.
Thank you very much. Good morning, Winda.
Yeah, welcome to the show. Let's hear you.
Thank you very much. But down in Esther Mohammed, and I come from down Coast Spoon Hill, Winter community, and a member of the Conseil Liberian for Justice. Winda.
40 seconds. Let's hear you, Spencer.
There is a saying that says, bring up the child in a way that when he or she is big, that he will not depart for it. Meaning, everything we were here during the aliens administration. We did not see what we saw over the last 6 years. Everything about insulting the presidency, about insulting the entire women who of Liberia, for me, it was orchestrated, sponsor, and financed squarely by Joseph Newman Boakai. He's the one that introduced this kind of politicking because of his desperate quest to become president. This man, everyone that insulted the presidency, everyone that acted unorthodox over the last 6 years is the one that Joseph Newman Boakai associated himself with. From Papaki to Aaron Costa, from Costa to Yeke Koluba, from Yeke Koluba, down to Abraham Darrow Delon. Everything that had to do with threatening our peace in the country is what Joseph Newman Boakai associated.
Thank you. Let's leave you there. Let's take this person. Hello. Let's go ahead, patient. Let's hear you. 40 seconds.
But what can be the right? Baka is so for the kind of insult and you can give it. But you never for the only for the thing about the man and say it's so heavy for Baka in home. But it's so heavy for Baka in home. But they won't say it. You want to say we're very balanced. And listen, I won't know the one in the hall is talking. But you know the person that get with you. You don't listen to the people. You don't listen to the phone. Most of the people are standing at argument to remove over and people stand at people to remove.
Okay, ma. Thank you, patience. Thank you. Let's talk to Ma Helena. I had to cut my phone off to talk to you, Ma Helena. I'm always using my phone to Facebook, so.
Okay, I will not do it.
Yeah, next time the woman phone is your number active.
Yeah, but I called yesterday. I called, nobody picked me up.
Okay, but anyway, go ahead, Mama. Let's hear you. Go ahead.
Yeah. Hello, Tunis. Hello, Masali. I got nothing much to say, but to just say the way you said just now, see, I want lawmakers are not talking in the hospital. You know what we're going through here.
I know, Mama.
It's that you could do the same thing, Papa. So the people suffering inside it something.
My Helena, the people that need to talk, they're not talking, they're not doing anything. So all the things, all the accusations, allegations against them, so are they true? They need to come out to speak. Because people are saying they are represented and collecting brown envelopes, so they're not talking. So they need to come and disabuse the minds of the people that the information you got out there about us is not true, you know. But the way how they're sitting there quietly, it means that silent means concern, you know. So it means that they're getting brown envelope because they don't want to talk, nothing.
Yeah, I thought because the way things going now, that why everybody is fair because you know you go talk and you want you.
No. Nobody will harm them. Nobody will harm them. All right, Mama. Thank you so much. That's the voice of Ma Helena Wule. She's my mother. Knew her for so many years. But let's take two more calls, then we can go home. Let's take you. Hello.
Good morning. I'm dear Consumer Winner. Good morning to people at Tony.
Go ahead. No time. 40 seconds. Let's hear you. 40 seconds. No time.
It's two people who never have a critical now.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
Yeah, for the recognition for the public.
Look, I saw you somewhere the other day where we met. I saw you somewhere, right? I think you stopped and spoke to me, but I couldn't remember where exactly we met.
Yeah. It's true. I think it was right not far from Pro and Campus there.
Okay. All right, Poka. Go ahead. Let's hear you.
Because we talk on speaking, you go on, you got, I left with our country. Destroy as a celebration towards them or towards that victory. I know you say, I know your wish. You spoke your mouth, Mr. Tony, you already spoke your mouth. But Mr. Bwaka, what was saying yesterday that Mr. Bwaka is shocking on the former president, shocking the former president parent, it was not about the former president, it was about the country. It was very great thing. Mr. Bwaka did not for it. To the extent that even somebody left for the extent of vote for Koluba, over the man. When you pick up Koluba, when you're shocking the former president, you're shocking the article, the former president.
Thank you. Let's leave it there. Man CC, we can close up with you. Let's give you 40 seconds. No time. 40 seconds. Man CC, welcome to the show. Let's hear you 40 seconds. No time. Oh, Man CC, you're gone. What happened? Your phone, your credit harmonized or what? What happened to your phone? Okay, she's calling back. Let's talk to Man CC.
Oh, so we know.
Yeah, man.
What do you want to try to?
What do I want to try?
Oh, I see you cutting me off, Papa.
I didn't cut you off. Your phone went off, and you called back.
Okay, thank you. That you keep me on. Me say I'm there.
My sister.
You get busy.
Go ahead, my sister.
You ready for me, oh? She laughed.
When you say I listen, you'll play with your talent. I look in my son. I'll play with you.
I know.
I play big job, boy. You know what they do already.
Yeah, so work with Apple made Jack a door boy.
So when they say how to tune it, my people don't tune it, my master, you go set it up. But I want to say something on this action. And I agree with my brother Tunis that they should start Yeke Kuruba. So Tunis that may stay inside there and continue to disgrace Bwaka. I mean, what are we going to do? Don't say Mamu Yeke. Let's say if you're crying Yeke head. You say you are there, you are getting angry. Why Mamu Yeke when you say what there? For what reason? What Mamu Yeke when you not pay what there? We not this Bwaka. What Mamu is from there? What Mamu is from there?
Hey, man, CC,
I was making money for your calling for us, the people are letting. Why are you? Don't do that. Don't do it. Let them say I was there. Let's say just we are there. So we are putting talk. Whatever man, let me stay on the road. He not depart from the road. He stay forward. I have that for the chief. Then they say, oh, okay, if they say we don't want change, you cannot change. To have no friends or friends to cry in and you can on. You cannot change that we don't want to. We don't want to know. They talk on me. We don't want change. Most of them see what was seen to person we are that he was doing to say he achieved. And if you confess, okay, effort. So then the men reading there for that stage, all they see they do, all they corruption, all they show up behavior, they show up behavior, all they do, let them expose them.
Okay.
They will have 3-4 years kept in our house. Nothing will happen now. See, around.
Okay.
What you want to go into, they're going to help us. But everything was today, we are offering. When they will be style, they are going to money, so they will put it all my sister, and all my brother, and not easy, everybody's crying. The country is stopping, the country is bleeding. So I was around the body, the whole I can't believe it.
My sister, we're out of time.
Okay. Thank you, Masisi. Thank you. We'll continue tomorrow, Masisi. Thank you. Yeah, Masisi, thank you. We'll continue tomorrow. Okay. Okay, Masisi. Thank you. Let's leave it there, Masisi. Let's go. We gotta go home. Esther, let me squeeze these last two comments. Tobase Christopher Woroti Tobase says, in the rush to expel Representative Yeke Koluba, the House of Representatives committed a crime that could expose the House in their past criminality against other opposition lawmakers. Sad. All right. Okay. Then Setu B. Jabo says, good morning, my good people. Never die sedition joining from Kanga Town, Johnsonville. That's all. Tunis, we got to go. Let's hear from you.
Yeah. Ali, are you there?
No.
Ali
is out.
Okay, guys. Yeah, thank you so much. For those of you who listen to our show, we have a sister show called The Nighttime Spin. You can join us this evening. will be there to discuss more in detail because we only got 1 hour, 30 minutes here, but over there we have 2 hours. So join us this evening so that we can continue the discussion. Thank you so much. This is your good friend, Suleiman Hashim Tunis, your weatherman. Thank you, and we see you tonight. Back to you, Wendell.
Thank you, Tunis. Thanks to all of you for being a part of the Tuesday's edition of the program from the Print News, brought to you by Crime Stop Liberia, Exodus Best Price Tool, and Mayuba & Sons Incorporated. This has been Esther, Wendell, Aliu, and Solomon presentation. Until we are back here, God's willing, tomorrow, do have a pleasant Tuesday. Bye-bye.